What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Let's get right to it. Make sure you pound that like. Hit that sub. Hit the notifications. And share this video too as well. Salute to the whole entire LDBC. Basketball and boxing. We're starting off on the gridiron right now though. Appreciate all the subs that's been rocking with me for my day ones and as well as my new subs too. Appreciate y'all. And non-supporters and haters, man, I appreciate y'all too, man. All right, man. Cowboys get their ass whooped by Arizona, a team that's been struggling too. They came into this contest 2-5. Arizona defeat the Cowboys 27-17. The score actually would have been much worse, but you know the Cowboys were able to get another point. Oh my gosh, man! An ambulance! Come on, get out the way, man! Don't y'all motherfuckers see what's going on? Shit. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. There was an ambulance, and these people obviously don't know the rules of driving. So, but anyways, to get back to what I was saying, the Cowboys, they get their ass whooped, and by a struggling Arizona team. I'm here to tell you, man, the Cowboys are most likely going to end up making the playoffs, you know, because their division is weak, being that we're talking about the NFC East. They're a very weak division. No team in that division is over 500, with the exception of the Eagles. And Shottenheimer needs to go, man. I know some people are going to talk about the defensive coordinator, but Shottenheimer, y'all let go of Mike McCarthy, who at this time was actually, I looked it up last year, Mike McCarthy, in the month of October, he was actually 3-3. He was actually at 500. Now, not all that good, but it ain't all that bad neither. It's just like right there in between. The Cowboys, man, listen, ass backwards, okay? Jerry Jones sat up there, and shout out to my boy Will Sports, because I know he's feeling some type of way. But the Cowboys did everything ass backwards. First off, you sat up there, Jerry Jones sat up there and pretty much humiliated Mike McCarthy, telling the man to go talk to other teams, pretty much putting on display that he didn't want to have anything to do with Mike McCarthy. And in my opinion, I felt like Mike McCarthy, he wasn't the best coach, but he certainly was better than Shottenheimer. And the thing about Mike McCarthy is that he was actually, he had some things that had happened that were pretty much out of his control, especially when you consider all of the injuries that had taken place. Now, his first year, Mike McCarthy's first season, man, it was like, I'm talking about as a coach, not as a team. As a coach, they did a lot better, you know what I'm saying, considering that uh, considering what kind of talent that they did have. But then the second season, he actually got better when it came to, because his thing was his, the decision making when it came to third down. I looked at it. It was like third down conversions, and also decision making. They in the red zone, and the run as well. Stopping the run as well. But I think he's way better than Schottenheimer when you consider Schottenheimer and what's going on right now. This team right now, man, is horrendous. Uh, they're discombobulated. I'm not sure they even know who they are. Come on, man. I'm not sure they even know who they are. But they definitely got a clean house. Then you get rid of Michael Parsons. And y'all were saying your biggest complaint was that Michael Parsons couldn't stop the run. Well, hell, I can't tell because y'all can't stop anything right now. Y'all can't stop anything, nor can you gain anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't score, nor can y'all stop anybody. Case in point with Denver. They whooped y'all ass both on offense and as well as defense. I don't want to hear none of this stuff about, oh yeah, well, we're doing great on the offensive end, because no, you're not. No, you're not. Best thing that y'all got going is Dak. And even what I'm saying, he struggled. He struggled especially against Denver. So, Schottenheimer makes Mike McCarthy look like Vince Lombardi, man. Like, that's how horrendous his coaching is. And then on top of that, shout out to the brother Cyber TV. He was saying, all he is an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He doesn't know much about both ends of the ball. Come on, man. So I think that they made a huge mistake. Jerry Jones always pulling the trigger like he normally does. You got a guy in CD Lamb, who much can't catch anything, man. He can't even catch a cold. What's up, Matt Moses? Hit that like when you're in here. When y'all come in, man, hit that like. They're not sending out notifications. They're not doing anything for your boy, man. You said Cowboy season is over. Well, no, surprisingly, you'll be surprised, Matt Moses. Honestly, their season is not over because they're second, to my knowledge, unless what's it called, Washington has taken over. But they're actually better. They're the second team in their division, next to the Eagles. Nobody in their division is over 500 except the Eagles. So the Eagles might possibly have an easy way to the Super Bowl again. But we'll see if the Rams have something to say about that. We'll see some of the other teams in the Tampa not going nowhere. The Lions, even though that we can't get about the Lions, hell, for the 49ers, your team, Matt Moses, has been playing pretty good, despite y'all being short-handed. Now, a quarterback discretion out now. Yeah, nah, y'all are doing, man. I mean, CMC is back to the normal CMC, but losing Fred Warner, man, that was a huge loss. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about Fred Warner, man. And I know Debo, he just hitting himself. He like, damn, I didn't want to be in this situation because now he over there in Washington with a hurt Jaden Daniels. Salute to Jaden Daniels, though. I hope he recovers. A lot of people feel like Jaden Daniels shouldn't even come back. I'm up in the air with it, man. If you have a chance to put your team in position to either get a wild card or do the unthinkable and get a playoffs, which I don't think that's happening, man, go ahead and come back. And on top of that, it wasn't even his throwing arm. Alex, I see you in the building, man. What's up with it, man? You said there's no dominant team. What you mean? There's no dominant team right now? Are you talking about overall or what? Debo should have stayed, but you wanted him gone. Hold on, Matt Moses. No. Wait a minute. Hey, hit that like when you in here, please. Hit the like button, man. I'm trying to get it out. Hit the like. Share this video, man. I guess y'all don't want nobody in here, but, come on, man. Share the video, please. But wait a minute, Matt. You said you wanted Debo gone. Come on, man. To show you I ain't lying, or look, I'm gonna go and do some research. Matt, you said you wanted Debo gone, man. Come on, man. You don't think I listen to what you say and see what you say, bro? I'm saying there is no clear-cut number one team in football. Well, it was the Colts. But they took a L to the Steelers. I give you that. I give you that. But it was the Colts, though. Now we got to look at the Patriots. The Patriots are a threat. I know some people are like, oh, the Bills, but I mean, they just happen to. They always got Kansas City numbered during the regular season. Josh Allen does, but when the playoffs come, I don't know. Josh Allen tends to choke up, and the Bills. But yeah, I thought you wanted Debo to stay. I want you. Hey, we talking about both of your teams right now. I'm getting ready to talk about the Lakers. You said, and Debo wanted out. I'm loyal to the team. Good riddance. I'm just saying. Well, Debo's problem was, him not staying healthy. When Debo is healthy, I mean, he's phenomenal, man. But his problem has always been health, man. And me and you have talked about that before. But if we're going to go by that logic, Matt, that's the overall problem with the 49ers. Think about it. Bosa was hurt. You had CMC. He couldn't get right for the past couple of years. Purdy been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a whole bunch of running back. He was hurt. I mean, not running back. Receiver. He got hurt. Ayuk got hurt. You know what I'm saying? It has always been injuries. I'm just saying. He probably. I mean, listen. He saw a great situation with Jaden Daniels. Hell, myself, I would want to play with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is going to get you the ball. Who would you rather play with? Would you rather play with Jaden Daniels that got upside, or would you rather play with Brock Purdy who stayed hurt now? Jaden Daniels just got hurt. Unfortunately, it happened on the sophomore season. We don't want to see that, but Jaden Daniels is that guy, man. He is that guy. He that man. He already done more. He already done. Listen, people gonna get mad when I say this. He already did more in his rookie season from a success standpoint than Lamar Jackson had done. He's already shown prominence. Okay, they having a struggle this year. That's because they haven't been there. And some people might say, oh yeah, he hitting a sophomore slump. But man, he just got hurt. You know what I'm saying? If he bounced back and he's able to do the unthinkable and get him into a wild card, you know what I'm saying, leapfrog the Cowboys, dude, you got to give that dude respect. This dude snapped his elbow, man. His arm went the other way. You know what I'm saying, Matt Moses? You know what I'm saying, Alex? Yeah, you said he was clout chasing. Yeah, maybe so, man. Dog, man, you've been so hard on Debo, though, man. I don't know why y'all so hard on Debo, bro. I mean, I understand about him doing the podcast. Man, it's like y'all, listen, y'all hard on Debo, y'all hard on Micah Parsons. Why y'all so hard on these guys, man? You can't crown them after 1 year. We got to see. I agree with you. Matt Moses, I can't even argue with that. I agree with you 100%. 100%. I agree with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you. However, at the same time, we can't control. There's some injuries that we just can't control. Like, you know, when this is the thing, when Ayuk started to take over, it was because Debo was clearly hurt, Matt Moses. Like, and his shoulder had it. I don't think he's completely, to be honest with you, Matt Moses, I don't even think he's completely healed from that rotator cuff injury that he suffered when he was playing in the Super Bowl, man. I still don't think that he's recovered from that. That's just my personal opinion. Because I was like, man, you're gonna see a clear drop off. When they made it, it was like, and then of course, you know, Debo had went out. It was like, man, you could clearly see that he wasn't the same coming into this. I was like, man, this is gonna be a problem. Remember, I said that, man. It says because these guys are millionaires and crying, holding out over millions. I have no sympathy for. Yes, Purdy sucks now. Well, I'm not gonna. Whoa, wait a minute, man. I'm not gonna say Purdy. See, it goes back to injury. Listen, like I'm not gonna say like skill wise, Brock Purdy. So, yeah, like okay, if we're gonna go by sucks, who would you rather have? You would talking down on Jimmy Garoppolo? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo or would you rather have Brock Purdy? You see what I'm saying? Brock Purdy actually made it to the Super Bowl. Okay, he may have game managed. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna go by that logic, look what Joe Flacco's doing now with Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? He might fuck around. Cincinnati keep winning. You know. Kyle always wanted Mac over Trey Lance. Oh, man, don't get me started on Trey Lance, man. Dang, man, I hate what happened. Man, that's your boy, too, Matt Moser. You love some Trey Lance, bro. But, man, they done did him wrong. They did him wrong, man. In my opinion, they should have gave him more burn. But I'm thinking, you know, he just always been stuck in bad situations. Then he ended up going to the Cowboys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That situation, man. And we already know how fucked up of an organization the Cowboys are, at least from an individual standpoint. Jerry Jones, nah, he didn't, man. But Matt Jones, you got to go where the iron is hot. But I would. This is what I was saying, Matt Moses. You got to go to practice. You know how playing football. When a guy comes back from injury, you know what I'm saying, and you coming back as a number one. You know what I'm saying. But that guy, that other quarterback, is doing pretty good. It's kind of like it's gonna be like what's that? What's that movie? Damn, what's that movie? Not The Longest Yard. Any Given Sunday, right? You remember when Willie Beeman, Scheming Beeman, started taking over Matt, and then the other quarterback, he was originally the number one. You know what I'm saying? He came back. Everybody was all on Willie Beeman now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting promotion, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going good. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was butting heads with the coach, they were still winning. But then, guess what ended up happening? They went on a little struggle. That's what's probably going to end up happening with Mac Jones. Yeah, the iron's hot, but you still gotta go through some struggle. Don't forget, Mac Jones done struggled in the previous team that he was with, man. So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy still got, whether you like it or not, he got the money. They paid him. They got to get their money somehow, some way. And also, he did get to the Super Bowl. And then this is another thing you got to look at too. Do you want a situation again where you do like a Nick Foles situation? Because that could potentially take place too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm up in the air with it, man. Like, this is a tough decision, man. That right there, that's a tough decision to figure out who you gonna put at quarterback. Are you gonna put a guy in Brock Purdy that tends to stay hurt? You know what I'm saying? Has shown the inability to stay healthy, but he done got us to a Super Bowl. Or are you gonna go with Mac Jones? The guys are responding to him. The team is responding to him. You got a better record with him. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation. You said Kyle fixed Donald. Now Matt Jones knows what he's doing. That's a good point. That's a solid ass point. And like I said, man, me and you, Matt, I'm gonna tell you like this, Matt. I know how you feel about Shanahan. I felt the same way, but over the last couple of seasons, though, Matt, I'm giving Shanahan his props. I still don't like what he did firing the defensive coordinator a few years back. I still got that in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I will never forget that. Or he didn't step in to try to do something to prevent that from happening. But over the last couple of seasons, Shanahan has had very little to work with, and he's still making everything. Like, look at the ton of injuries that y'all had last season, the season before that, and then look at the injuries that y'all got this year. You can't replace Fred Warner, man. I'm sorry. Fred Warner at one time, in my opinion, was the number one linebacker in football. That's just my personal opinion. As far as overall defense, of course, everybody would go with either Watt or Myles Garrett. You said go with the hot hand. He always wanted in the draft. Yeah, that's true. Now we gotta talk about your Lakers. I know you over there cheering, man. Your Lakers, man. They getting it done. Hey, they getting it done, Matt. Lakers getting it done without Luka, without Austin Reeves, with their soft asses. Pause. They want to get up there and they want to be low managing, knowing damn well. And they beat the Portland Trailblazers. I thought Portland Trailblazers were going. They gave them a run for their money. You know what I'm saying? And the game was close. You know what I'm saying? But Rui Hachimura came through. I think he had 29, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Are the Lakers deep? Are the Lakers deep? I mean, they're showing that they might be deep. Now, look, some people going to say, oh, they're the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers, you got to remember, Portland Trailblazers are above 500, man. They beat a team above 500, so it's not like they're beating a team that is depleted. This ain't really the same Portland Trailblazers team, in my opinion, especially that they don't have Chauncey Billups. Please hit that like when you come in here, man. Give me something, man. Give me something. I'm saying, give your boy something. You said Brian faking a sciatic injury. Yeah. I mean, he just salty right now. That's what I was talking to Pull Up Podcast about yesterday. Shout out to BJ. Hey, man, at this point, you could go ahead and bench him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was shout out to Pull Up again. We were having a discussion. I put it in a post on my wall, man. Brown is not a max. He's not a super max player no longer. He just got a max. That's it. So he can come off the bench. Let him go ahead and come off the bench with his son, man. I mean, you know, is it gonna hit his ego? Yeah, man. But you know they're winning. Hell, shit. They're winning without Luka. I mean, they didn't win a whole bunch of games without Luka, but I mean, Austin Reeves was holding it down. I'm disappointed in Austin Reeves, man. I'm disappointed. I'm more disappointed in Austin Reeves because I didn't expect that, man. Come on, man. You're growing. There wasn't nothing wrong with your growing when you had 26 points and 11 assists. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'll tell you what's wrong with your growing or whatever it is down there. You ain't got no nuts. Pause. That's what it is. Come on, man. You gotta, man. And then Luka sitting up there talking about, oh yeah, lower leg contusion and all this other stuff. Man, what you think they were going through back in the days, man? I mean, they were playing back-to-backs like it was nothing. There was way more back-to-backs than it is now. Come on, man. Like, but they got it done without you. And one could argue, one could say this, Matt, and Alex, everybody up in here, one could say this. Does the other Lakers core play better without both Luka and Austin Reeves and of course LeBron, who take up the bulk of the scoring? I feel like Rui more, and on top of that, man, DeAndre Ayton came through last night. I think it was DeAndre Ayton that had 29. No, it's either Rui. Both of them had 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? But it took Luka being out of the lineup and Austin Reeves being out of the lineup for your ass to finally wake up. Ain't that some shit? And I'm not worried about points with Aiden, man. Like, show me that you can rebound, man. Luka over here, you know, big as hell and stuff. Well, he ain't that big as he used to be or whatever, but you know, he bigger than you and shorter than you, but grabbing more rebounds. Make that make sense. But if they play like this, they can actually compete, man. If they're playing like this because they're showing that they can be deep. If Rui, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen every game, you know what I'm saying? Because then Rui, it's like Rui can't be himself. I'm noticing that Rui can actually be himself. You know, like look, it's not OKC, it's not the Spurs, it ain't some of the top teams that are in the East. You said Bronny need to be a gamer streamer full time. He's not NBA talent. Nah, he's not, man. I mean, at this point, man, it'd be best for him to just go overseas. You're showing, alley oop. I mean, you're showing some sort of capability. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get better at the guard position. You know what I'm saying? You got to get better overall in the guard position. I mean, you catching alley oops and stuff like that. I mean, what are you trying to be? You trying to be Shannon Brown? Because Shannon Brown could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't look at Shannon Brown as no elite point guard or no shit like that. You just look at him as a high flyer, and that was it. He come into the game. That's all he do is dunk over people. I mean, Shannon Brown can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's no shade to Shannon Brown, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. If that's what you're trying to do, just step in there and then get a couple of alley oops or some shit like that. Then they got people all around the league for that shit. Nah, man, you're gonna have to go in other aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not displaying the capability to run an offense. You're not displaying the capability to lock down anybody, and don't give me none of that too little shit. Rondo was 6'1", 6'2", locking up motherfuckers. Pat Beverly was 6'2", locking up motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear none of this too little shit. You said him and his dad will be the first fathers. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, shit. At this point, and like I said, he doesn't seem like he got the desire to play. What's his name? Bryce, because they played yesterday. College basketball done started. I'm gonna talk about college basketball a little bit later, but college basketball done started. Bryce got more. He shows more passion than what Bronny does. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that he's any better, but I mean he's gonna be in college a lot more, so he could develop. They rushed Bronny's development, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not making no excuses. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to place him and hurry him up. You rushing somebody's development that he wasn't even heavily touted coming out of high school. He wasn't even heavily hyped or anything. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to rush somebody that don't have those type of capabilities or whatever, man, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, you got the size. He sitting at 6'6", you know what I'm saying? 6'6", about to be 6'7". So he got the size edge over Bronny, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've seen in the past. I mean, you can have all the size you want to, but what about your knack, your know-how? You know what I'm saying? What about your intelligence, your IQ? That sort of thing. Your confidence level, stuff like that, man. that's what needs to be talked about. You can have the size all day. I mean, there's guys in the league that have been 7'7". You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got the chill, that's what kills me about guys that are sitting up here criticizing Wemby, talking about, oh, all he is height, all he is tall. No, he actually has skill. He actually can dribble. He actually can pass. He actually can shoot. He actually can defend. He actually can rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has intangibles. But you look at Bronny, he doesn't have the NBA intangibles. Now he might. I want to see how he would do. You know what I'm saying, overseas, because he might be able to survive overseas. And if he's able to survive overseas, you know what I'm doing? I would stay over there. I would stay over there for a little bit. But you got to have the desire to play, man. Nobody can sit there and make you want to play in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Or want to play basketball for that matter. And then on top of that, if he was to stop playing basketball, guess what? He'll still be set for life. He'll still be set for life, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if he doesn't make it, if they tell him, okay, hey, if they cut ties with him and everything, and get rid of him, or whatever the case is, I mean, he'll still be straight. Now, is any other team gonna want him? I don't know, because the way that some of these anonymous GMs and scouts are talking about him, I seriously doubt it. Bronny will be a manager at Chick-fil-A before making it. Nah, he'll probably buy a Chick-fil-A. He got the money. He up in there buying Lamborghinis. He buying Lamborghinis for his girlfriend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, he won't be no manager. He'll buy a Chick-fil-A. He'll buy a couple of franchises. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like investing in that. You know what I'm saying? Like really, honestly, Matt Moses, you know the way I felt, man. I really didn't want him playing. Like I'm just being real, like because of the heart situation. You know what I'm saying? But he chose to do it. They said he was good, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it from a life standpoint. I know that you look at a lot of things the way that I from a life standpoint. Like you don't like the fact, you look at it, in terms of race, stuff like that. We look outside the lines and stuff. And I was looking at it like, look, man, like it was so selfish of LeBron James to try to push him and do all this other stuff, knowing damn well your ass wasn't even close to retiring yet. Every time the media asks you if you're gonna retire, you sit up there and you say, well, I haven't got to that point yet and all this other stuff. So then why are you sitting up there rushing so that you could play with your son? You could have let him stay in college for a couple years, let him develop and shit, That was my whole thing. Like I don't. I'm gonna be real. I don't like getting on here when it comes to Bronny. Now, I don't like getting on here. He a grown man, but I don't like getting on here. Oh man, he trash and he garbage. You know what I'm saying? At this level and stuff like that. But it has to be told. But it's not. I don't put it all on him. You know what I'm saying? It's you. Your pops is trying to fulfill, you know what I'm saying, his dreams. And I have a problem with that. These guys, that put their brother in, or if they're a female, their sister in or something like that. They might have some sort of skill, some sort of know-how. Bronny looks like a deer in headlights, man, going out there. Looks helter-skelter, man. Okay, you did an alley-oop. That's a God-given gift that you have is your jumping ability. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, it comes from genetics, too. But you got to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? Alley-oops is not going to take you to... that's not the thing that's going to save you or win you a Larry O'Brien, man, Appreciate the light. Appreciate y'all coming in, man. Like I said, man, they not sending anything. Got to wait 40 minutes in order for them. Make sure y'all sharing this too, man. But like I was saying about Bronny, man, like, I don't put it all on him. Now, am I going to sit up here and baby him or all this other stuff? No, I'm not. You a grown man. You're not no little kid, man. You 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Well, you you're 18 or older. You know what I'm saying? You a grown-ass man now. You said alley he might be a Harlem Globetrotter. Hell yeah, go try out for the Globetrotters. Hell, you better off going. Nah, like you laughing, Matt, but you better off playing. You better off playing for the Globetrotters. Yeah, like you better off playing for the Globetrotters. But the thing about it is, with the Globetrotters, you still gotta have skill. Like those guys can really hoop, Matt. Those guys can really hoop. Like you might think, they doing all this clowning shit and all that other stuff, but those guys can shoot, pass, dribble. Some of them have, of course, played in the NBA. Some of them have played overseas. Some of them have been All-Americans. Some of them have been Mr. Basketball in their states. Those guys can really hoop, man. I mean, look, you still got to go out there and try out. I don't think that. Oh yeah, you're LeBron James' son. I don't think because the Globetrotters is its own entity. They make the decision of who they want, and plus you got to be entertaining. You got to be somewhat entertaining, man. You got to do something that's gonna wow the people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be gravitate toward them, and you got to have some sort of personality. Like Chamberlain, he had personality. Curly Neal, he had personality. A lot of the guys that play for the Globetrotters, man, they have personality, man. You got to be able to carry, like you got to be able to interact with people. You gotta be a people person. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least, unfortunately, you gotta fake it to make it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you better off going to go play, at the Big Three or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the NBA level, nah, man. I don't think he'll ever be at that level to improve, not unless he goes overseas or something, man. And I think it would take him about at least a good 3-4 years, and that's just being nice. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you ain't look, Matt Moses. I was always told, man, if you haven't learned the game by a certain age, like if you haven't learned the game, you know what I'm saying, by the time you're a grown man, you pretty much are what you are. And then much less a position. You talking about the guard position. You talking about pretty much in some people's eye the most popular position. You know what I'm saying? Point guard or shooting guard, man. Yeah, like if you haven't learned that and picked that up by a certain age or whatnot, because a lot of these guys have been playing the game since they've been about, adolescents or whatever. It's highly unlikely you're gonna learn that stuff, man. It's the same thing with football. You know what I'm saying? You play football, man. If you had learned how to tackle, how to hit, how to juke motherfuckers, and you really don't have the know-how. If you don't have something that's wowing the scouts or something like that, like your speed or explosiveness or your 40 time or your leaping ability, you know what I'm saying, or good hands or some shit like that. If you don't have anything, you know what I'm saying, that they feel like necessary that they can work with, then hold on one sec, y'all. Then it's a wrap. But hey, I gotta go, y'all. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit them notifications too. I'm out, y'all.